never made it, but I know what it takes. I'm motivated by a mix of emotion. Got my statement, and I'm reading it slow so I can understand it fully. Appreciate my standing, go out of this world and right on time. Oh, never in my life have I seen the sky light up.
Hi, this is James from Just Compare Cars. I've been asked to do a walk around video of our Bentley Continental GT. I believe this is for Steve. Sorry if I'm wrong, I may have misheard. And you wish to have a look around the vehicle. So I've been doing these quite a while now. I would say, I've got a pretty good reputation for doing them very honestly. I like to call them my warts and all kind of video. So what I shall do is go around the vehicle. I shall point out any marks or any dents or any scratches or anything like that on the vehicle, so that obviously you can make a really informed decision before you actually travel to see the vehicle. I understand that you're quite a way away, which is obviously understandable that you'd like to see it as much as you can before obviously having to physically come here and look at it. I can tell you that I've got a background where I've worked with Bentleys for quite a long time, so I do know what good looks like, and this is a nice looking one. It's very clean for the year. It's obviously been well looked after, and it's really well specified. Other good news is as well, which I'll show in a few minutes, is that the quite out of date system head unit has actually been replaced for the much more desirable Kenwood head unit, which is well, it's about £5,000 for the upgrade, and as I'm sure if you've ever owned one before, you'll know why most people want to upgrade that head unit. Right, so I'll start around the front. I can tell you this is going to be quite a short video in regards to any damage, because it's obviously a vehicle that's been very much loved. Right, so I'll start at this front corner. There's three very light, and I can't really emphasise this any more than that, very, very light scratches. They will definitely polish out. Along the front, I don't know if you've ever owned one of these before or not, but with that W12 engine in there, its temptation is to cut your foot down. I would say that this one hasn't really had a hard life at all. There's no massive stone chips at all that are sticking out to me. I just noticed a little, I don't know if you can see that, there is a very, very light mark. It doesn't look like it's been touched in, but it looks like a stone has hit it and bounced off. That's a scratch there. There is a very, oh no, it's not, it's coming off. There is a very light rub mark there, if you can pick that up on the camera or not. Now I did notice another little scratch that had been filled in on the bonnet. There's another one there, there's a tiny little, oh no, it's coming off, sorry, ignore that. There it is. So, let me just, I can see that on the picture. You can see that. It's about the same size as a pea. It's been coloured in. By far really terrible, but it's one of those things I'd like to point out to people. So passenger side front wheel. Now these wheels have obviously been painted at some point. They've got a little bit of lift on the paint here and here. Tyres are Pirelli, and I would say that there's about 5.5–6 mil of tread, so plenty on it. Let's show you down to the side. Hopefully you'll see. There's no dents that I can see anyway, as you can see in the camera. The panel's perfect. Rear wheel matching Pirelli. About the same sort of tread, maybe a little bit more actually, to be fair. Again, there's a little bit of lift on there. If you can see that, I can pick it up on the camera. Round to the back. I saw in your email you were asking about rub marks. Nothing at all that I can see. And actually there's no marks at all on the rear. At all. Hopefully you can see that from the panel. Just noticed there's a couple of very light scratches here, and again I believe that they would polish out quite easily. They look like Labrador hairs, to give you an idea of how thin they are. I would say you can't feel it on the nail, so yes, that would definitely polish out. There's another very light one there, I don't know if you can see that. No, not bad in the slightest. Again down the passenger side, the driver's side, sorry, panel. So, driver's side, I can't get my words out, driver's side rear wheel. This one actually looks to be perfect, there's no lift at all. Tyre again is obviously a matching Pirelli, and again the tread depth's about the 5 or 6 mil sort of mark. Plenty on it. So you can see down the panel again, there's no marks that I can see. There's a little, I don't know if you can see that or not on the camera. I think you're going to struggle to pick it up, but in fact I don't think they're going to pick up, but there's a couple of very, very fine scratches, and again can't feel it on my nail, so they will definitely polish out. There's one there, it's a little bit bigger. Can you see that? Can I not? Yeah, there, look. Again, you can't feel it, so it's going to polish out. I think it's just obviously something that's been missed. Driver's side front wheel. This has obviously been coloured in. There's a little bit of damage there and there. Other than that, no other. And again, obviously a matching Pirelli front, and again exactly the same amount of tread on it. So, moving inside the vehicle. There is a few light dint marks in here. I'm not sure what that's from, and the date, obviously it is a 2005 vehicle. It will have use marks. From experience, I'll show you the bolster. It's nice and firm. There's no play in that at all. Obviously the leather could do with treating, but it's something and nothing. It smells lovely inside. The leather smell that you would expect and want to smell. No cigarette smoke at all. I can tell that from experience. Being an ex-smoker, you can always pick up on that. As I say, the car's really, really well specified. Obviously, if you own one of these before, you'll know that this seat is it's got the massaging, and it's obviously got the 3 presets. Front comes out electrically if required. Everything works on it as it should. I don't know if you know or not, these cars are keyless. However, it's always worth popping the key in occasionally, because it charges your key up. As you can see, starts perfectly. It's a wonderful, wonderful car. It starts, runs and drives great. It's got loads of power. It's on tap. It's just a very, very nice car. It's obviously been maintained very well and looked after. You're never going to get a real idea from a video. It's completely different to what's sitting inside, it feels like. But there's the updated dashboard. And obviously from experience I can tell you that it's head and shoulders better than the original that would have come in it. Most, if you go onto any Bentley forum, most people you'll see talking about the original head units will tell you how rubbish they are, and the upgrade to go for is this one. As you can see, it's got the matching inlay, which matches the vehicle perfectly, and everything works as you would want it to. It's a really nice bit of kit with the updated head unit. As I say, this upgrade would cost you about £5,000, and as I say, it's not hard to figure out that it's head and shoulders better than the original equipment. Right, so I'll show you the important bit, the engine. Just bear with me 1 second. Obviously it's running. I'll whip round to the passenger side just to pull the bonnet. Just show you quickly the passenger side seat. Again, obviously it's a matching seat with the massaging kit on it and presets. Everything works exactly the same as the driver's side. And as in the rears, I don't think, looking at it, I don't believe that the rears have been used very much at all, if ever. They look unused to me. Right, just jump on the engine, and then after that I'll just quickly show you the boops. You asked about that. So obviously the engine is running. It's a 6-litre twin turbo W12 Bentley engine, and it's just purring away. No issues at all, it sounds wonderful. Let's open the boot. So you're asking about the boot specifically, so as you'll see, there's no wood marks. If you'll be able to hear that, but it sounds wonderful. Quickly show you under the vehicle. I've got a gimbal and an extender. So, Steve, hopefully that's answered some questions for you, and it'll put you in a position to be able to come and view the vehicle. If you're happy with the video as it is and you wish to purchase a vehicle, that's not a problem. We can arrange delivery for you. Obviously you understand that everyone's different in regards to their needs and obviously their time constraints, so that's something that we can arrange for you as well, not a problem at all. Any questions, or if you enter any other pictures or particular information, please just ask and I shall do that for you straight away. Well, my name's James, our number is 01773 719 000, and at the back end of the video I'll make sure that all the contact information is available. I've got to be honest, I'm just seeing something that I forgot about. I'm just going to point it out to you quickly. It should be mentioned that if you can see that there's been a little bit of lift on the colouring on the steering mast. It's really quite common, to be honest with you, and I don't know if that would bother you, but it's worth mentioning it. Obviously a lot of people will just colour that in, you can get the match over that, but we don't do that. Obviously we like to show it as it is, we don't like to hide things, and we certainly don't like to colour things in that shouldn't be coloured in, especially on a Bentley. Alright Steve, I'll speak to you soon. Thanks a lot, bye bye.